Hey y'all, welcome back to another video. I'm Victoria and I am a sustainable fashion designer. So in this video we're going to be altering a blazer. Don't get me wrong, it definitely was a nice blazer, but I like my blazers a little stitched in. You know, I like to show off my curves a little bit. So we're going to stitch her in, take her in all around the blazer, and we're going to shorten it up, you know, make her look real more feminine. You have a blazer at home that you don't wear and you need a reason to wear it, or if you got a man, not say or if you got a man. If you got a man that wears blazers, grab one of his blazers. He won't even notice it. And go ahead, watch this video. I gotta be strong, girl, you did me wrong. So I want to upcycle this blazer. I want to turn this into a blazer dress. I've never had a blazer dress for myself. I know there's easy ways, quote unquote easy ways to go about doing this. Since I am a seamstress, I'm just going to be tailoring it. This is very boxy. This is actually a size 12, so I definitely, in order to make this into a dress, I'm gonna have to stitch it in. If you guys could see that, I'm definitely gonna have to stitch it in. I'm gonna be turning this blazer inside out and sewing it from the inside. How I'm envisioning this, I want to basically just take it in up to my waist and have the bottom just flare out. That's what I'm envisioning. Also for the same for the back, just kind of taking it in a little bit in the back and having it to flare out at the bottom, so I still got enough coverage and it fits around my bum good. I've been debating if I want to keep the shoulder pads, but they're not too dramatic, so I think I'm going to keep them as it is, so I'm not even going to mess with that. Once I start taking this in, I'm going to have to take a little bit of the arm in, so everything will be aligned and even. What else? I think that's it. These are not real pockets, so I might just open this up and yeah, I might just open that up. I just bought some buttons, but I don't know if they're gonna, I'm gonna have to see. That'll be towards the end. But for the most part, we got a little bit of construction to do. So the first thing I'll do is we're gonna be taking this in. I'm gonna turn this jacket inside out and we'll go from there. The first thing that I'm doing right now, I'm going to actually mark where I want to start stitching everything down. I don't need to pin all the way down or sew all the way down because the bottom part of the blazer, I feel like it fits fine. I want that to actually be flared. So I want the shape of like kind of like an hourglass shape. So basically the top of this blazer is going to be stitched in while the bottom flares out. So what I'm about to do right now, there are seams all throughout the blazer. So I'm just going to be taking in, marking where I want everything to be pinned at before I start opening up the zipper. It doesn't have to be perfect, but we're just marking it so we know how much we need to take in. This is just like a little rough draft, just giving myself a guide on where I need to stitch at. Okay, now we got everything pinned. I had to take the jacket off to be able to pin the back, obviously. If you had another person with you, it would be easier, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. I'm just looking to see if I'm liking the fit of where we're going with this. This is all inside out. I haven't opened up anything yet. Okay. Like the fit. You gotta test it out. I like this. I like the fit. Can y'all even see? Let me show y'all what I mean. All I did was just pin. For these, I pinned right a little, about 1/4 of an inch underneath the armhole. And I'm going to actually be tapering this. So I just got it pinned all the way down to my waist. And have everything just flaring out at the bottom. So yeah. The tedious task is opening up the jacket. Onto the inside of the jacket, what I did so far, I already opened it up at the bottom of the jacket. Right here, this is the bottom of the jacket. So all I got to do is, once I start to sew, go in the inside, turn the jacket inside out, and stitch it. I've already have two panels so far already pinned down. This is the outer blazer, and this is the lining. So what I'm gonna do first, once I finish pinning the outer blazer, it's a tongue twister, I'm sorry. Once I finish pinning the outer jacket, I'm gonna actually sew that up first, so y'all will see. I'm gonna turn the jacket, sew the outer layer first, and then I'm gonna sew the lining. So it sounds real confusing, but trust me, this is gonna be cute. So just bear with me. So working on the outer layer of the jacket, I'm just sewing along where the pins are. After sewing up the new stitch, I'm going to be taking out the old stitch, and we'll be pressing that excess fabric out. You want to make sure you're keeping everything. Keep your fabric as flat as you can, making sure you're catching everything. The key to alteration is once you're done with the garment, it's supposed to look like as if it wasn't even, like nothing was ever done to it. So I'm just gonna keep on going. Doing each panel at a time. I'm sewing up the outer part of the blazer right now, and once I do that, I'm just going to turn the jacket inside out and do the same thing for the lining. So now I'm going to go ahead and take out the old seam, and then we'll press all the old seams out. So I pressed out the outer fabric. So I pressed out the old seams. So that's what that looks like. Looks like that. So now I'm going to go ahead and take the opening, the bottom of the blazer, and we're going to turn it inside out and repeat the same steps we did on the outer blazer. We're going to do the same thing to the lining.
That I wouldn't be without you, babe. Couldn't see me without you, babe. That I wouldn't be without you, babe. Couldn't see me without you, baby. For you, fill me with so much joy. You give whatever it is I need. My love, here to stay, won't never leave. So glad that you felt you know what I need. Love is so good that I wouldn't be without you, babe. Couldn't see me without you, babe. Love is so good that I wouldn't be without you, babe. Couldn't see me without you, baby. I've been searching for you every day. So glad that I found you, boy. I've been feeling for you every day. I'm so happy, baby. For you, got me feeling so good. You take
Fit check. So I know I gotta like kind of stop at some point because I gotta get ready to get on out of here, but so far I can notice a difference, but I want it to be really cinched. And this part, the front is fine. If you can notice the difference in the front is more cinched in. I'm cool with the front because of course I'm gonna be layering this with other pieces up underneath this. Right here, I can't reach it, but this seam right here, if y'all could see, right underneath the armhole. That's the only thing I need to stitch in. I think I just need to do one more inch. Can I get it? Can I get it? This is it right here. This is it. All I need is just to take in one more inch on just these seams, on just these side seams right here. That's it. The back, I'm cool with the back because once I sew that other inch on both of these sides, the back is gonna be taken in on its own. Yeah, I did not sew the hem at the bottom of the blazer just for the sake of making sure that everything is where it needs to be. Everything is cinched where it needs to be cinched. It's comfortable. Yeah. So, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm just gonna stitch in the outer part. Let me just say that. I am just gonna stitch in the outer part. I'm not worried about the lining because it's just another inch that's coming off. So I'm gonna do that. Gonna flip this. Mark where I need these. Mark where I need these hem. Dad, look at me talking too fast. Mark where I need the hem. Mark where I need to sew this at, and then I'll do one more fit of this. I know I need to get dressed. I need to be getting ready to get out of here. But that shouldn't take me long. Let me go ahead and get started now. Alright, I'm showing out now. Did go ahead and made that little adjustment up at the waist. And that looks so much better. So I'm thinking about going ahead and making a buttonhole and adding a button up here. I might even change the buttons out. So I'm debating on that still. But for sure, I definitely want to add another button and buttonhole here. And look, I even want to go ahead and shorten up this blazer. So as you see, I got it pinned all the way around at the bottom. It's not perfect, but just for me as a guide to know exactly where I want to hem it at. I might even go a smidge shorter, maybe, if I'm feeling frisky, but I definitely want to shorten this up to give it that look of a dress. And I could also even play around with it and add a skirt underneath, a mini skirt, a long skirt. I could be very versatile with this. So this is where we at, y'all. I know I ain't gonna have time to finish everything because I do gotta get dressed. So, but so far so good with this blazer. I'm feeling this, y'all. What y'all think? What y'all think of the fit? Oh, I'm obsessed already. I'm not even done yet. Good morning. It is the next day. Where I had left off at was I pressed out my new fold line of where I wanted to shorten the blazer. So right now what I'm doing, I figured let me turn the camera on before I keep proceeding. So right now what I'm doing is I'm actually marking out my new cut line. So if y'all could see closely here, I know it's kind of hard to see, but where I have it pinned, I actually went on and pressed this out first. So what this is my fold line. Where I am marking it at, this is going to be my new cutting line. Which means when you look in blazers, if you look up underneath, you have that little excess fabric. So what I'm doing is I'm making a new cut line. So that way what's going to happen is we'll just be folding everything. We'll be folding everything down and making a new hem. So it'll end up looking like this. So it's hard to tell because the fabric is black, but you'll see as I'm start working it up. I feel like the tedious part when it comes to shortening the blazer, it's a little daunting. But I think what would be the most tedious for people that has never worked with blazers is hitting those corners, and we'll work on that along the way. But this is like the tailor's edition of how to take in or shortening a blazer. I've had so many blazers over the years and they never really fit me right. But you know, this was way before I started like really getting in depth of sewing. So grateful I know how to I know how to be able to alter things like this, because I've always just wanted a blazer that would just fit me right. You know, I could be able to layer it with other pieces and still look good. You know, it look flattering on me. So like most blazers I've had, I don't mind the oversized look, but only to an extent. Now I'm at this age, you know, I just like things to be more cinched, or you know, I like to enhance my curves and silhouette or whatever. So yeah, so that's just my whole little spiel. I don't know where we was going with it, but yeah, you know, I'm just grateful to be able to know how to take in a blazer or whatever. So if you're new to this, don't be discouraged. If you got a blazer and you want that sucker to fit the way you want it to fit, just go ahead and replay this video. I am going to finish up marking my cut line. Once I go on and mark my new cut line, I'm going to trim off the excess fabric, and then we'll be working on the lining. Now that I finished shortening the pockets, I'm gonna go ahead and press out the new seams, and then at this point you'll be ready to just sew the entire jacket. So now on to the fun part, which is actually we're about to start hemming the jacket together. any seamstress or tailor, they gonna tell you when it comes to hemming a jacket, when you cutting it off, please hold on to your scrap. Do not throw this away. You don't want to throw this away because this is your guide. You want to be able to basically make your blazer the same way you originally bought it. So this is why it's always good to hold on to your scrap as your guide to be able to reinforce the whole hem together. Now I did open up each side of the blazer. I opened it up 3 inches up for I used a seam ripper, just opened it up. This is so that I'll be able to shorten the lining, because your lining needs to be shorter than your outer fabric. So where my original fold line is, where we went on and pressed the first seam that we pressed out, which is your fold line. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and press that out like that, about here. Just start pressing it out. So now I'm gonna go ahead and shorten the lining. So right where I had went on and opened it up a few inches up, I'm just going to fold this over, just align it up to the outer fabric, because again, your lining should be shorter than your outer fabric. We are finally done. So now I went on and after sewing up the new hem, I went on and pressed out that seam, and what's left is just to turn this jacket inside out, and then we're going to sew our opening shut. This was definitely a doozy. But that's all we got to do. So I'm about to go ahead, turn this inside out, and put it on the mannequin and see how she looking. Come on, Slim. Looking all slimming and ting. Yes. We on FaceTime, okay? So this is where we at. I'm gonna just sew in the opening here. So how I'm gonna do it is I'm just gonna make a slip stitch. Do that. Give her a good steam. Roll her out with the lint roller, and y'all, she is done. And see, this is what I mean when I say the key to alteration. You want it, of course, yes, you are going to notice a difference, but the key is you want to make it as close to what you originally had at the beginning. That's the key to alterations. Look good. She looks so much better. I am so pleased. Let me go ahead and finish her up so I could go ahead and try this on.